welcome back to Subconscious Food. If you're new to the channel, Subconscious Food gives you the tools, techniques and tips to empower you to live your most happy, fulfilled and abundant life. Today we are talking about how to not hold a grudge. On the board I've put grudge equals Grinch, and I will explain why in the video. If you haven't already subscribed, do go ahead and hit that subscribe button to support me in spreading this message far and wide and adding immense value to all living beings. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications. Let's get straight on to the video. So, as we've spoken about in forgiveness videos, I will link one up right here. We learned that when we do not, or we choose not to forgive someone, we are actually inducing self-sabotage upon ourselves. Now, I know that does sound like a bit of a dramatic statement, but it's very, very true. When we hold on to negative energy because we've chosen not to forgive someone, then that actually will manifest within ourselves and then be reflected out into our outer reality, into our external world, and will affect our interpretation and our perception of what we believe to be true in our lives. That then has a negative knock-on effect because you start to create a vicious cycle. We'll link up a vicious cycle video right here, which then has a domino knock-on effect on your manifestation process, your happiness, your fulfillment, your ability to create and enjoy and be in awe of and love your abundance that is infinitely available to you at any given moment. So the reason why grudge equals Grinch is because if we remember back to the Grinch, that amazing film of all of our childhoods, where the Grinch, he hasn't forgiven a lot of things and a lot of people during the Christmas period. So what ends up happening is he then becomes, to everyone else in his world, someone who's very scary, someone who they wouldn't want to approach, someone who they wouldn't want anything to do with. And he really takes on this character because of what he perceives to be true in his world. And because he's holding on to this negative energy and not choosing to liberate himself through the act of forgiveness, i.e. letting go of grudges, he then experiences more and more of these feelings until he is finally shown the light and the pure joy available to him in that moment. And that's when he's able to take off those grudge glasses and start to embrace and enjoy Christmas. So what we can learn from that is when we hold on to negative energy, when we hold on to a grudge with someone, so if we have argued with someone, if we have created a lot of negative energy with someone, if we are feeling very betrayed or hurt by someone, there is no point to hold on to the grudge. Now, this is all a process. All of this is a process in the healing of yourself and therefore the relationship. So it's okay if in the moment when it happens you feel saddened, betrayed, hurt. That's okay, because that is giving you an indication of what you are thinking about. When you feel something, it gives you an indication of what you're thinking about. And when you understand what you are thinking about, you can be very present and aware to the moment, and you can then work in that moment to heal and work through this process of forgiveness. Now, if you are still holding the grudge, okay, so it was okay for you to feel and go through that process so that you can become aware and then work with those emotions to heal and rectify. But if you are still holding this grudge of this negative energy in every time you see the image of this person in your head, you're just sending out all these negative emotions. What do we know about the law of attraction? We know that what we give is equal to what we receive. So if we're feeling really negative, we're giving out with our antennas, our thought antennas or our emotion antennas, or both of them, these feelings and these thoughts about this person, we are actually going to receive through the law of action and attraction more of the same in return. So another word for the law of action is karma. It's the cycle of events that every action will be perfectly reciprocated in its perfection to the same back to you in return. That's what karma is all about. That's why karma works for good deeds and bad deeds. The reason why I've put those in inverted commas is just because there's no good or bad. It's all an experience. But whatever you do give in that experience, in that moment, is equal to what you receive. So, with that being said, what we've got to learn to do is to ask ourselves a very simple question. The next time you are visualizing this person or even replaying this memory or this event or the circumstance over in your mind, as you replay the circumstances and that pain and that suffering, I want you to pause for a second. I want you to take a deep cleansing breath and let yourself become aware that you're taking a deep cleansing breath. And I want you to pause for a second and to understand what emotions you are going through. Because when you find out what emotions you are going through, instead of just quickly thinking that you're still very angry with this person and you're not actually leaning in and delving deep enough in the moment, you're still trying to shove it underneath the carpet, then you can start to work with that emotion. Let's say what comes up is actually, you're not even angry, but you're feeling humiliated. Maybe it happened to you in front of other people that you know. And every time you see these other people, it's a constant reminder of what happened to you with this external party, with this other random other person. And so not only are you feeling resentful towards this person who caused you the pain and suffering, but you're also feeling very humiliated about the people who know, and you're also feeling quite conscious about the fact that they may be still talking about you, and you feel less trustworthy and you feel unworthy within your own self. So once these feelings starts to come up, you can start to work with the thought pattern that you're experiencing, and then this is when affirmations can come in handy. Because if you are feeling humiliated or unworthy, you can then repeat an affirmation and a mantra and reasons why you are so worthy and you are so worth it and you are so comfortable in your own skin, and how you've accepted that experience as it was. You've taken from it what you needed to learn, but now you're ready to move on. If you think back to a very humiliating experience, maybe way earlier in your life, most likely you have gotten over it. Most likely it's not something that's haunting you to this day, because you've understood that maybe when you were a child you fell over in the playground, but you were just a child. It's okay, it's not a big deal. Like, you healed, you moved on, you know, that feeling doesn't still haunt you. You don't hold a grudge against whatever reason you fell over. But you do know that it is possible to move past certain things when you give yourself the headspace to become very aware in the moment about what is actually bothering you. So it's all about becoming very introspective when we're holding a grudge. Okay, we're holding a grudge, there was a reason for it, we had an experience, but why is the question? Why are you feeling this way? What steps can you now take? Affirmations is one of them, decoding your emotions and your feelings is another, healing with divine white light is another way. What actions or inspired actions are you going to take now that you've become present to the moment, so that you do not turn into the Grinch? It's been a pleasure and an honor to share this information with you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm so grateful for all of your subscriptions, so please do, if you haven't already subscribed, do go ahead, click that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, get notified every time I post a new video. Until next time, beautiful souls, I love you. Namaste. Bye.